I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is July 30th, Wednesday, 2025. Hope you had a good day. Boy, let me tell you. So I talked about this guy right here, over here. Said I'd like for them to come down here in Asia and London. We didn't do that. We started pushing up, using it as fake support. Then we came up to this high right here and then sold off that first fake move. And then the real move came in after that 230 pow. So, and then we rushed back down and we got into this area. Just beautiful. And I talked about this. If you've been watching the video, you know I mentioned, I'm going to go straight to it. Take a look here, baby. Take a look here, baby. So 930 is here. We're inside the gap of the week. We had the opening range. We shoot down first, beautiful. Then we push up, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay, high, and then this is the first imbalance of today, and this one is Mondays. So Wednesdays today, this is very key. Wednesday and Monday, you can see that we come and we're dancing around the 50%. You can see that's perfect right there. And then we just play around here. Here's 2 o'clock. Weak ass opening. Real weak. I'm like, oh dude, is this gonna be a dud day or what? Here's the first imbalance of the PM session. Take a look. And I mentioned that we would need to stay above this, but really in the whole goal, and just so you know, we have these green lines down here, right? That's back again, that high right there, top left, this high right there, and that little high right there, this guy right here, okay? And then we have that high. Those are these 2 green lines, okay? That's that daily imbalance. And then I talked about the -2. I said I wanted to come in because this whole price action was sitting in the 101.5 when we sold off from yesterday. Okay, so I had the 2 to 2.5. I have, forget these green lines, okay? These 2 right here, just forget them. The thin green line is what? Is that guy I've been talking about that I wanted to fuck. I told you about this guy right here specifically, okay? I also mentioned over here too, and at this time when I took the picture, I didn't draw, I had it, but I didn't have it on the screen. And this is 50% of the range. I talked about this low to high, and then coming back in for a 50%. And that would be, you'll see it in a moment now, but that was the logic of that range, and then us coming in. So this was kind of like a lower high. Some people call this fucking head and shoulders, whatever. And now that you understand that, I have this green line here, a circle here. The high of it is literally yesterday's low. So I couldn't draw another fucking line, but that's that low of yesterday. Okay. And then the low here of the circle is that guy right there. That's my goal. And then now take a look. So price actions, higher high, higher low. This is just a retracement of the lower, making the lower high to then make a new lower low. In the retracement of this. All right, from that range, that's the retracement. And this is all I was looking for. So you'll see here, just take a look at the fire here in this area. But okay, fine. And then here we come down, we sweep into this right here, a little speaker again. So again, another speaker, you see it. I don't even have it drawn. You see the speaker there? So you have this is the origin of the speaker. Okay, so low, high, lower, low. Then we come up for the highs. See that shit? I could draw a trend line. I'm not going to do it. And then I'm going to get to the bottom side of the speaker. And that's exactly what we did. So, and then we had a little speaker here. Okay, they came in. And then it was looking bullish. All right. And then boom, I'm like, no, these motherfuckers are full of shit. We came to the -2 here. I'm sorry, the +2 standard deviation. But what is this level here? What is this area right here? That's that breakout area. When we pushed through, we broke through it. And also, it is very common for this high right here. See this high right here? See this high? We push up and we break through it, and we're coming right back to test that. Why are they doing that? Because they know a majority pushed sell as soon as they got underneath this high. Okay, number one. Number two, we also know that the rate stayed the same. They weren't going to change it. So I knew that they were going to come and use that for a sell-off. Ain't no reason for it to keep going up if the rates are the fucking same. Price shouldn't be up here. Okay. So, but if they cut rate, maybe. But even then, but they didn't cut the rate. And if they increase it, obviously it would be sinking. But they didn't cut the rate. So but we didn't need to know all that shit. All that didn't matter because we understand that this range and this breakout area, once we took this high out and we came above, we're playing around. And then come down. And then we pop above. We come right back. Boom. Oh, and we gapped up. This right here is a lazy trader. Okay. And we're attacking that. And sure enough, it can't get any more beautifuler than this, bro. This is one of my best entries. And I'll tell you why the entry is sick. Well, you can see the high right there. And that's Monday's high. Okay. So we tag it. The 5-minute closes. I believe it was the 235 just opened up. I'm pushing sell. Immediately I get filled. And at the time, if you look at this wick right up, I'm going to just have to go there. You're going to see this super fire, bro. Oh my God. And I've seen this a million times. So this 236, that's the new 5-minute candle, right? Okay. 235 is here. Okay. And then the 236 opens up, right? And it tags, we're sitting there tagging that high. So I'm entered already. My stop loss is above. Where? It's above that high. It's actually at 50% of this candle. Look. When it shot down, and then this next candle, 237, shot the fuck all the way up. If it is going to be bearish, it is going to reject from this up candle. Look at, you can't make this up. Look at it very closely. I'm getting very, very detailed for you. Right there, buddy. Right there. See how it tags the open of it? And it's a rejection candle. See how it tags it and it moves away? If it is going to be a sell, it must immediately reject. And if you were watching live price, okay, it shot the fuck up right to it. I was like, oh, damn. I was like, this is going to be a loss, but it has to reject here. My stop loss is literally like right here initially. And I could have put it right there on top of that candle, but I did not. I put it right here, right? And fucking rejected hard, baby. Just sick. I mean, this is perfection. You know, this is fucking perfection, in my opinion. But, okay, price shoots down. Body's right there. Coming right back. Where? From there to low to high to low to lower high. This is on the fib. This is a nice, probably 61 or 70, right? Let's measure it. Fuck it. I don't want to make this video short. I'm doing it because of the fact that, A, I've been waiting for this shit. This move. And then I also have to go because my family's still in town and I'm going to go kick it with them. But you can see here, let me do a lower time frame. There's 50. Yeah. So 61 right there. Bam. Right. And then this is just an extra tidbit. Right. And then comes back. This is really the break right here. Right. And then it sells off from that control of price right there. This guy right here. This 249. Then we have time evolved, and then the 250 macro just shoots it down. So where are we going? You go right to where you saw it, okay? And now you can see I got the 50 level showing here. So from low to high to 50%. That's this red line. Okay. Now I don't even have in the second trade. The reason why is because of the fact that I can't maneuver that fast, right? So I squeezed the shit out of it. I took the screenshot here, got to my target, then I squeezed it for a little more. I ended up getting out like right here or something. And then there's that 2 to 2.5 I talked about yesterday, but more importantly, this guy right there, right? I know you also have that gap, this daily gap right here. But and then what did I do? Well, as soon as we dip down into these rejection wicks right here, As soon as we dip down into it, we're on the oversold here. I end up taking the buy. Why? And not like it's not a fabulous buy. This is more of a scalp. I know because this is a breakout level. You see here from yesterday? That's yesterday's low. I'm screenshotting it and squeezing it to the best I can. You see how we broke right through yesterday's low, and then we were down here, so I buy it here. When I'm buying it here, this candle comes down and makes the wick. This next one dips in. I'm trying to get it at 50%, and it just kept coming lower. I get filled here, and boom, immediately shoots back up. I'm looking for this is a scalp. This is a simple breakout level trade. All right, so forget all these just forget the green lines for now. Even though it came to this level here, but it obviously went more above that. But I don't have that low of yesterday out. I don't have it all the way dragged out. I don't even have it marked at all. You see it there in the dash lines, but I don't have it on the screen. But that's okay. I'm just taking it back up. I was hoping for a little bit deeper, but I don't give a fuck. My goal was to just take this little scalp. This is the 1 hour has kicked in, and I'm trying to see if I can get to 50%. If it doesn't, I'm done. I don't give a shit. Squeezed out, done. Fucking beautiful, baby. Beautiful. And then what did we do? So that was that buy. It pushed up to where I just told you, right? And then immediately sold back to make a double bottom for a moment, and then it shot up here to the 25% of the week gap, and then came back down, and it's just fucking around again. I don't give a fuck what it does, so I just want to make this video so I can hurry up and bounce. But man, just beautiful, man. And then what else? Let me see here. And here. Boom. I knew he had tagged. What's this guy you're asking? That's Friday's first imbalance. Right there. Friday's first imbalance. Tagging it there. So I was just looking for a quick bounce. I'm not telling you that this is going to hold forever or anything. I'm just... Point is, goal was to this fake support here. Come in, get these breakout traders right here. Again, I don't know if it's, I would assume that it would come for these guys here, right? You know, this area. So, but I don't know, and I don't care. That was the best idea that I had to come down into, and I'm done. And then you can see, and price action was just a little bit fickle though. So, basically it was just when they made that low yesterday, we were just buying up to retrace. I was bearish the whole day waiting for this fuckery. And then again, the first move, if you don't know or if you're new, the first move is always fake, right? So you're going to say, well, here's the 2 o'clock candle, and then it came down. You thought that's the first fake move, then it buys. No, because 230 hasn't came out yet. So here, where's 230? 230 is right here. 230 is right here, okay? Homie starts talking, doesn't matter. This is the fake move, pushing up. This whole pushing up is the fake move, all right? And then the real move kicks in. You can't make that up, bro. X marks the spot and hitting that positive too. I mentioned that already. If you look at, real quick, if you look at Dow was never taking out that high, okay? So these were lower highs, so to speak. And then we came up. If you take a look, S&P came up to the breakout area. See this low right here? See this low? Look to the right. See how they came right back to that? Because whoever was already in this trade, they're coming back to do that. And look, here's the low here. See the lows here? See the lows here? The structure, break, and then it fans and melts and fans this way, down, controller price. You see that break level? And that's where we were, right? So that was the logic. It was nice to have that other piece of confluence. So, yeah, man. And then another tidbit was that dollar. If you have dollar on the screen, this was also very helpful. The 230, again, 230, it's not 2 o'clock. It's 2:30 what matters. Then you see us dipping into a nice imbalance right here in a breakout. Not breakout, but, just imbalance of this breakout, right? And then just shooting the fuck up, right? And again, we expected dollar to wake up, and then that's kind of a tidbit. So then you'll see here, they're coming back in this range here, right? So they're wiping out some of this liquidity from low to high. Can it break it? Yeah, I'm not saying that's the real range. And we also have a divergence happening. Remember, I've been talking about it on Dow, has never made a new higher high. And then no rate cut again. People are fed up and, this whatever. But just coming back for the previous week's low, they tagged that. Look at the equal lows right there. I mentioned this area first. We did that yesterday. But, obviously can keep going. Overbought. Now we hit the oversold. I talked about that. I talked about the 4 hour too, but we'll see here. But yeah, that was super gangster, bro. That getting right to that open. What I just taught you was a sick tidbit. It has to reject from that open level. It shouldn't even take that high candle out. Here you see they just tapped into the body of it. This is Dow, and then S&P coming down hard. Where I talked about this breakout area, high breakout and imbalance. I didn't even draw it. I told you I wasn't going to draw it. Didn't need to draw it, and we came right into it. So yeah, I said I wanted to come back into the body of that previous week. We did that. So, man, look at that. Tagging underneath the bottom of the opening new week gap. Boom. Tagged it, fell down for that liquidity. Again, I expected a retracement. I'm talking about selling. Yeah, I'm still bullish, but at the same time, this was an agenda here. This was my area right here. Wanted to get into this area right here, and sure enough, we did that nicely. And then again, the 4 hour. You see the 4 hour. So now on Nasdaq, we're coming a little bit down. I mentioned that we haven't seen an oversold in a long time. So all signs pointed to coming down here for that liquidity, because at this point everybody is hungry for bullishness. Okay, so and then here's a wake up call. But just fire, bro. Just fire. So there's that 50. There's nothing else I can really say. So if I was to move forward, and then Nvidia wasn't helpful at all. Some of the other majors, if you watch them, they were coming down too. But again, they're not helpful. Really wasn't helpful. But it didn't matter. If I'm mentioning this is because of the idea and understanding of the range, okay, and taking out that liquidity, right, of the lazy breakout trader. Very easy to buy that, right? But yeah, I don't think anything else I could say. And 18 minutes. Yeah, let me be done. So what do I expect moving forward? Again, another tidbit is because of its being the end of the month. We will generally sell off in the end of a month. Why? Because it's creating the wick of the month. So if I do 1 month here, and you take a look, we sold off hard right there, right? So that's the wick. We created that wick. That was the high of the month. That's what I'm not saying it's going to be the high of the month, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be the high of the month. And then we'll turn around and sweep that. I won't get into that now. I'll worry about that on Monday. Wait, what's today? Oh, so the 1st is Friday. I'm sorry. So we have NFP. Oh boy. Yeah, let this month fizzle out and NFP play out, and then we can continue. But if I was gonna keep this simple, let me go back to, what was this? This was a 1 hour. Let me go back to this. And let's just say well, so August is going to be really funky, all right, and not excited to trade that, but let's just say we stay where we are here. Let's just say that was good enough, okay. Let's just say it could pop up again. Okay, hold on a second. If they don't take that, I don't know, man. Friday's going to be interesting. I don't know. I feel like this is the case, right? Going into the August month, depending on which year, if it's the 5 or the 15 or the 5 or the 30 year, then we'll make a low here in September. Okay, and then, we can head up. All right. If it's the 15 year, then we could see some sloppiness. Like this doesn't really matter, but I'm just trying to give you the understanding. Let me do it this way. All right, type of thing, and then fucking go up. All right, that's the 15 year. But anyways, right now, keeping it simple, just for the near future, forget everything else. Well, again, we did come down and take that out. I just feel like this is a little bit suspect. Asia London, maybe. And then, so if it doesn't just go up from now, right, and we just keep it simple like that, if it doesn't just keep going up from where it is, then I'm going to expect it to come down, which it probably won't. Come down into something like this, and then we'll worry about it. So that's really it. So you guys take care and God bless.